Do you have favorite characters that you've played?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, who?
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair to
Come
the
on,
others.
pick a baby. Who's your favorite baby?
Well, obviously, Muriel is right up there. Because of who she is, because of who she becomes, or who she returns to, depends on which way you look at it. Despite all the odds, that's really empowering to me, and I love that it's, you know, this beautiful story between two women. I mean, it's not Angie Bowie, but it pretty much was Angie Bowie. I loved making Velvet Goldmine. I mean, also Todd Haynes hired me, and I really was not, you know, an obvious choice at all. So I always felt very flattered that he allowed me that experience. Well, this is not a film, but I did a show called United States of Tara. I loved all of my characters, but how much fun is it to be just a shitty little teenager? I loved playing T. She was outrageous. One of my favourite directors I ever worked with was Curtis. Yeah. So even tonight, In Her Shoes is the film Curtis Hanson directed. He was so thorough. I often find, rehearsal a little bit of a waste of time because most directors are a bit afraid and don't quite know what they want to do with you. And he just used his time so thoroughly. It was so insightful, and it was really, really satisfying. And even tonight, as I just told Susanna this backstage, but as I was getting ready in my hotel room, a bunch of friends came over, including Cameron Diaz, who plays my sister, and she literally at one point, she was like fussing around, oh, those earrings are great, wear that. No, don't wear that. And I was kind of figuring out which shoes I was going to wear, and she said, what size are you? What size are your shoes? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? we did a whole film. Anyway, she offered her Elia flats, and I actually declined. Terrible.
One little aside about that movie in rehearsals was that Curtis was, I think, the only director I've ever worked with who included the writer in rehearsals. And I have this great memory of you sitting there slurping down a giant milkshake because you were putting on weight for the role. And I think it was, you know, you slurped and made a noise, and Shirley looked at you a little funny, and you looked at her and said, I'm working here.